Self-Destruct, the silent battle of combat veterans and the destruction of personal relationships. Military Transition Series. Written by Shawn Hibbard, narrated by Jeff Marzolla. Introduction. The war never really ends. Coming home isn't always a relief. Coming home from war is supposed to be a relief. After months or even years in a combat zone, the idea of returning to normal life sounds like a dream. But for many veterans, the reality is much harder than expected. The war may be over on paper, but it never really ends in the mind and heart. The experiences of combat leave deep marks that are hard to shake. And the habits that kept a soldier alive on the battlefield don't always work in everyday life. Adjusting to civilian life is a battle of its own. The sights, sounds, and routines of home feel strange after the constant intensity of a war zone. The people around you seem different, even though they haven't changed. Family and friends may try to help, but they don't understand what you've been through. A trip to the grocery store can feel overwhelming. The sound of a car backfiring can make you hit the ground before you even know what's happening. Crowds might make you nervous, and sleeping through the night may seem impossible. The mind is still wired for survival, even though the immediate threat is gone. Emotional shutdown and survival. Many veterans use compartmentalization to survive in combat. On the battlefield, there isn't time to process fear or sadness. There isn't room for guilt or second-guessing. Soldiers learn to shut down their emotions to stay focused and keep going. This ability to separate emotions from action is necessary in war, but it can cause major problems at home. Shutting down emotionally doesn't stop when the war ends. It becomes a habit. That habit can create a wall between veterans and the people who care about them most. A veteran might feel like they're protecting their family by not talking about the hard stuff. But this emotional distance can create confusion and frustration. A spouse or partner may feel ignored or pushed away. Children might sense the tension, but not understand why. Friends might stop reaching out because they don't know how to connect anymore. Veterans often feel like they're protecting their loved ones by keeping their pain to themselves. But the more they try to keep their emotions bottled up, the more damage it causes. The hidden wounds of war. The hidden wounds of war often show up in everyday life. A veteran might get angry over small things, reacting with more intensity than seems normal. They might withdraw from social events or avoid places that feel overwhelming. Alcohol or substance use might become a way to cope with the feelings they don't know how to manage. Nightmares and flashbacks can bring back the sights and sounds of combat, making it hard to relax or feel safe. Even when surrounded by people who love them, a veteran might feel alone and misunderstood. These emotional patterns are hard to break because they become automatic. Veterans are trained to suppress their emotions and focus on the mission. At home, that same instinct leads to distance, frustration, and conflict. Family members may feel like they're walking on eggshells, never knowing what might trigger an outburst or withdrawal. Over time, these patterns create a cycle of misunderstanding and resentment on both sides. Understanding why it happens. This book explores the silent battles that many veterans face after coming home. It breaks down.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?